The concept for my Ulta Fall 2023 21 Days of Beauty video has changed like 6 times at this point because, like, look, all right, this is how it went down. I looked on Trendmood, right? Because Trendmood put up the pictures of the magazine, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, can I do the same format that I did last year, which was picking my favorite thing from each day? And I looked at it and I was like, no, I cannot. There's no way I'm going to be able to find at least one thing from each day because this is not good. So my husband came over and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do for this video. And he was like, why don't you just roast everything? You should do a whole video of roasting. And I was like, that's such a great idea. I'll just roast every day. And then I don't even have to do any research. But y'all know I have to do something. And that was when I went over to Ulta's website and saw that they themselves had posted the 21 Days of Beauty stuff. And I learned that there was a lot more than what was in the magazine that Trendmood posted on Instagram. So now we have a full video, my friends. Now we have a full video. I think you're really gonna like this because what I decided to do was kind of go through all of the days and for both skincare and makeup, kind of pick my favorite thing from each category. So if you're looking for a concealer or if you're looking for an eye cream or if you're looking for a beauty tool, I'm gonna give you my recommendation for one product in each category that I think either from the ingredient list or from personally trying which one I think that you should pay attention to. The other thing that I think is a little, I don't really like about that other format is I always kind of feel a little bit like Tim Curry from Clue when I'm like looking through the days and it's like, let's go through these days one by one.
Let's consider each murder one by one.
And then it gets so long and it's like, get to the point.
So who's scared?
So if that sounds interesting to you, hang tight. We are getting into it right now. I do want to let you know, though, that I am going to be putting an Ulta affiliate link down below, and that will earn me a small commission if you shop through that link. So if you do find something that you want to purchase and you want to help support the channel, you can click that link and I will get a small kickback for referring you. It doesn't cost you any extra. It's just a way to say, hey, I got something because Jen recommended it. And before I begin to shop, this is something that I do. I don't know if you've already done this or if this is something that would be good practice for you. I'm just sharing with you what I like to do. I like to take a moment to center myself before I shop and really think about, because I am an impulse shopper. I have ADHD. That's what I do. I just buy shit. And then I get it and I'm like, why the hell did I buy this shit? So to get in the right mindset, what I like to do is think about, okay, in my life, what do I actually need? What do I want? And what would be just a purchase that I would do for fun and just kind of, it doesn't really matter. It's just a fun purchase. And with skincare specifically, what do we want those skincare products to do for us? What is the goal of using that product? So let us jump into skincare. On the screen, I'm going to show you the price that it will be for the sale. So you can assume that whatever price is on the screen, the original price is 50% higher than that. So the face cleanser that I saw that I've heard the most positive about is the First Aid Beauty Pure Skin Face Cleanser. It is fragrance free, it is gentle, it removes makeup, the ingredients look like they live up to the claims. I've heard such good things about this cleanser. And I know cleansers are a sore point, no pun intended, for people with sensitive skin. And I've heard great things about this one specifically for people with sensitive skin. For makeup remover, my fave is going to be on sale. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm Makeup Remover. Now, I did do a sponsored video for them in the past, but most of the time I purchased this. I love this. This is legit my favorite cleansing balm. And the reason why I love it is because some cleansing balms, you put them on your face and they are very difficult to remove, even using a special cleanser. You can use hot water, you can use another like it just feels like greasy face and you end up having to remove it with like a washcloth. And I don't like using washcloths on my face. I feel like they're too rough, they're too harsh. I just don't like the way that they feel. I'd rather either the cleanser wash away naturally or to be able to do a second cleanse to get it off. I don't like feeling trapped in my cleansing balm. Clinique Take the Day Off is effective for me. It takes all of my makeup off almost always on the first shot. Every once in a while, depending on the mascara that I'm using, I may have to go in twice on my eyes, but that is pretty rare. It's just extremely effective. It doesn't have a very super strong scent to it, and it just rinses away so beautifully, doesn't make my skin feel bad like it's been overstripped, but this has been legit one of my favorite products for a very, very long time. For the next few, I have not personally tried them, but if you've been around for a while, you know that I am an ingredient geek. I have been looking up ingredients before looking up ingredients was cool. I have lots of friends that are acquaintances, I should probably say, that are in the cosmetic formulation space, cosmetic chemists and formulators and things like that. So they've taught me a lot about ingredients. So I apply that knowledge, but I am not a skincare professional. Definitely always talk to your dermatologist or your esthetician or somebody that has professional knowledge about your skin if you are concerned about how an ingredient is going to affect you. So with that disclaimer, let's talk about the day cream that I recommend, and this one is from Peter Thomas Roth. It is the Water Drenched Hyaluronic Cloud Rich Barrier Moisturizer. And really what I look for in a day moisturizer is I want something with antioxidants in it. The reason why I like antioxidants in a day moisturizer is they help fight free radical damage, and it's a great companion for sunscreen. The other thing I look for in a day moisturizer is something that is hydrating. I feel like my skin usually dries out during the day, especially in drier weather, like when it gets into fall and winter here on the East Coast. It gets a lot drier here, so I like something that's nice and hydrating, a little bit moisturizing, but I don't like something super heavy during the day. This seems to fit that bill. There are lots of hydrating ingredients in here. There are ingredients that help with transepidermal water loss, which is wonderful for fall and winter. And then as far as antioxidants, there's lingonberry extract, which is a good antioxidant. It's also skin calming, which is great for people that have irritated skin. And finally, I wanted to mention the gluconolactone, which is a PHA chemical exfoliator. It's kind of like a glycolic acid light, the way that it's been described to me. It is a chemical exfoliator to slough off dead skin cells, but it is not as... It's better for sensitive skin from what I've heard, but it will help your skin to look more radiant and brighter. So that one seems to have everything that I like in a day cream. I was happy to see that on there. For a night cream, what I'm looking for more is moisturizing. Hydrating, fine, but I want moisturizing. I don't mind if something's a little bit heavier. I want to have good actives in there, things that'll work while I'm sleeping. So this is the Beekman 1802 Midnight Milk Better Aging Sleep Mask. There's some really good hydrating ingredients in here. There's skin balancing ingredients helping to stop the transepidermal water loss. There's bakuchi oil in there, which is kind of retinol-ish. It's retinol adjacent. It's not retinol, but it claims to do. The people that manufacture it claim that it does similar things to retinol. It's definitely not as researched, but it might encourage collagen production. But it's something that I like in my night creams, is something that really is going to help my skin to continue to be nice and bouncy. Along with the collagen production, it could have some anti-acne effects, which is really nice for acne-prone skin. It also has goat milk in there, so if you're vegan, this one's gonna be out. I am not vegan. I like goat milk in my skincare when it happens to appear. Variety of skin benefits that they say from goat milk, including the whole thing about transepidermal water loss, helping to keep that water into your skin balancing, and also it can apparently, some people say that it might help slow the formation of fine lines and wrinkles. For eye cream, I know eye cream is controversial because a lot of people will say, a lot of professionals will say, you don't need an eye cream. I would say you don't need an eye cream if your moisturizer does all of the things that you want an eye cream to do. But eye creams are formulated specifically for that delicate eye area, so you might find ingredients like caffeine that encourages circulation. It could help your under eyes depuff a bit. It also might help with dark circles, things like that. So what I would recommend for eye creams, there's actually two of them. First one is from Fresh. It is the Black Tea Age Delay Eye Concentrate, hydrating, skin balancing, transepidermal water loss, helping with that, moisturizing, skin soothing. It may also be oil absorbing because I noticed that there's silica in here, so that might be a thing. Also, it has adenosine in it, which I personally really like to see. That may help encourage collagen production. And then also I saw some antioxidants in here, which I really like to see. The second eye cream I want to mention is the Dime Luminosity Eye eye serum. It's hydrating, it's skin soothing, it does have that caffeine in there. There's also a powerhouse ingredient called niacinamide in there. Niacinamide does all kinds of things. What I like niacinamide for is for all of my face, for helping with hyperpigmentation and also as an encouraging collagen production. If you have hyperpigmentation, it can also help with that. There's also some antioxidants in there and some moisturizing ingredients. So those two eye creams look really nice. Shit, let me go get my things. Okay. For serums, I had to run upstairs because I forgot to get these. I wanted to show these to you. So for serums, catch your breath, Jen. I just like ran upstairs. I was like, I forgot myself. Okay, so on September 15th, Sunday Riley is going to be on sale, but I have no idea what it's going to be. I just know I really like Sunday Riley serum, so I wanted to show you my two favorites. This is the A+ high dose retinoid serum. This is my favorite retinoid that I've ever used, ever, as far as I've seen the most results with this. I've seen the effects of using this long term, having this be my only retinol for a while. Now I mix it in with some other things because I like to try other things, but when I was using this exclusively, oh my gosh, freaking love this product. The other one I wanted to show you is the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment. I use this as a gentle chemical exfoliator for my face. I use this once a week, and then I use a glycolic acid, one that's a little bit more, from pharmacy, one other day a week. I do want to mention that I have received both of these in PR in the past. FabFitFun, which is a sponsored video that I do, I believe both of these have come in there. I know this one has. I'm pretty sure that that's where I got this one as well, but these two products are both purchased, but I want to let you know I have received them in PR in the past. That's how I got to try them, because they're expensive and I didn't want to pay for it. But then once I tried it, I was like, yes, I'm buying it. For acne treatments, I wanted to talk a little bit about pimple patches, mostly because my 15-year-old absolutely freaking loves pimple patches, and I know a lot of you do too. So I looked into the two different brands of pimple patches that are available for the sale. Now, if you've never heard of them, it's basically like almost like a Band-Aid looking little circle, and you put it on your pimple, and it's the hydrocolloid. It's the material that the patch is made out of. What it does is it absorbs, I had to write it down, it absorbs excess fluid from the pimple and also creates a protective seal over it so you don't mess with it. And it basically just sucks all the stuff out of it without you having to pop it and scar your skin. I know I've said in the past that I bought those for Phoenix, my oldest, when they had salicylic acid in there, and then y'all were kind enough to tell me that the salicylic acid doesn't really matter as much. It's the hydrocolloid that really makes the biggest difference. Salicylic acid is a chemical exfoliator that specifically clears out the pore lining. So I guess maybe it's just like bonus in there, but you don't necessarily need salicylic acid in there for it to be a good pimple patch. All the ones that are available for the sale do have salicylic acid in them though. So let's talk about the Peace Out Salicylic Acid Acne Day Dots. This one looks more gentle. It has aloe. It has a very mild form of vitamin A, which is retinol acetate, a lot more mild than some of the other retinols that you might see in products. And that's pretty much it. There really isn't a lot in that one, but you don't, like I said, you don't really need a lot of ingredients in there. The other one, there's two products from Zit Sticka. There's the Goo Getter Surface Zit Hydrocolloid Patch. This one has a lot more ingredients in it. It's got that niacinamide we talked about earlier. It's got ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, salicylic acid, and tea tree oil. So to me, this one sounds a little more intense. So between those two, if you want to like go nice and gentle into using these, you have sensitive skin, you're a little nervous about it, I would say go with the Peace Out. If you just want to smack your zit in the face and just be like, get off my face, go for the Zit Sticka. The other option, there's one more option from Zit Sticka, and it is the Killa Zit Deep Zit Micro Dart Patch. So this is specifically for early stage pimples. So you take like a little cotton swabby thing and you swab it on there, and then you put the sticker on there. The thing about the cotton swab is that one of the first ingredients is denatured alcohol, which can dry the skin over time. So that makes me a little bit nervous. Like yes, it might dry out your pimple a little bit, but also might dry out the skin around the pimple. So I don't know. That is the very first ingredient in the swab, followed by water and then tea tree oil, which can be harsh for some people, vitamin E, and then that salicylic acid. The patch itself has an antibacterial ingredient. It has a hydrating ingredient. It has the niacinamide and the salicylic acid. So yeah, if you want to obliterate your zits, go with Zit Stick. If you just want to like chill with your zits and make them calmly go away and say, please, go with the peace out. And then the last skincare that I wanted to talk to you about is a body moisturizer, body oil. And some of you might be surprised at this recommendation. I'm recommending the L'Occitane Almond Supple Skin Oil Body Oil. I really love sweet almond oil as a moisturizer. And I have tried some of the almond oil line from L'Occitane from a sponsored video many years ago. I never got to make that video. It's a long story. But I really like their almond line. This is a really nice product. There are a few antioxidants in this as well, so it's just a really nice product. It feels good on the skin. It dries down. It doesn't feel oily on the skin if you rub it in. It's just a nice product, and it smells good too. It smells very almondy. Now let us move on to makeup, starting with tools. And the tool that I personally am looking at is getting a new beauty blender. This is the thing though. The Beauty Blender Pro, from what I see, and I could be wrong, I could have read it wrong, is the only reason why it's called Pro is because it's black, because makeup artists tend to use things that are black. I don't know. I do know, though, that makeup artists are not supposed to use beauty sponges because you can't fully get them clean for use on multiple clients. So unless you're throwing it away between each person, it's probably not the best idea, from what I've heard, to use this as a professional. And as a non-professional, maybe seeing the Pro makes you think that, yeah, this is for professionals, but professionals don't or shouldn't really be using beauty sponges. They should be using these guys. That's the Pro sponge right there. But as far as Beauty Blender goes, they're great. I don't think you necessarily need Beauty Blender brand at this point. So many copies are out there that are just as good. I personally love the Ulta Beauty brand one. Just that one's fine. But for $10, if you want to try it, I don't see why you shouldn't. If that's something you want to try, you've never tried a regular Beauty Blender before. Or if you just swear by that one, you like that one, yeah, go for it. I'm not buying it because I don't feel like I need it. For face primers, never tried these, but so excited about these. These are the Pure 4-in-1 correcting primers, and they all have a level of skincare in them, which I thought was very interesting. They all have ceramide NP, which is a really nice moisturizer and also hydrates. Just all of them have that, which I think is great. There were also some other skincare benefits in them depending on which one you choose. But I know a lot of people use makeup primers specifically to help your makeup last longer. So if that's you want to specifically look at the redness reducer and the anti-blemish mattifying, because they do have dimethicone in them. And people don't believe me, but if you look at any primer that claims to make your makeup last longer, it's gonna have dimethicone in it. I know it's just a silicone and you think that it's just, I get it. But there's a trend there, and there's a trend there for a reason. So whenever I see dimethicone in a skincare product, I always think that might work also as a primer, because it's always in those long-lasting primers that people rave about. If you're looking for a primer that's more skincare, meaning that you know that your skin holds on to makeup the longest when it is well hydrated and well moisturized, the ones you're gonna look for here are the correcting one. It's got skin-soothing ingredients, anti-aging ingredients, moisturizing ingredients, and antioxidant ingredients, and then the anti-blemish one, of course, because that one's specifically formulated for oily skin, and there are some ingredients in there that are specifically put in there for oily and acne-prone skin. For a foundation, I couldn't find a foundation on there that I had ever tried, one that I knew enough about, one that I could gather enough information about in order to make a recommendation. So I'm just skipping that one and going straight to concealer. So I have tried, because Too Faced sent me this in PR, this is the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Longwear Concealer. So think of this as like Tarte Shape Tape. If you've ever used Tarte Shape Tape, this one is very, very similar. It is very full coverage. It does crease under the eyes in fine lines if you don't tap it out well, if you put on on too much. This is gonna cake up, crease up. But if you like a very full coverage concealer, if you like Tarte Shape Tape, you may really like this. For color correctors, they have the Smashbox and Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is a viral product. This is a very beloved cult following product. I have never tried it. I am so sorry I've never tried it. But I have tried something. If you don't want to get this was just sent to me by Catrice not that long ago. I want to show you. Because I haven't tried the Smashbox / Becca one, I can't compare it straight up, but I can tell you that this stuff is freaking amazing. This is the Catrice Under Eye Brightener Instant Awake. It used to be sold at Ulta, and then y'all told me that it's not sold at Ulta anymore. They don't have Catrice anymore, and it makes me so sad because Catrice really does make some good stuff. Some other stuff is crap, but this one is really, really good. I'm actually wearing it on my under eyes today. It is just an absolutely beautiful product. My only complaint is it's good for my skin tone, and I don't know if it's going to be good for people that are medium to deeper skin tones. Definitely people lighter than me, but once you get to a certain level of depth, it might be too brightening. It might be too much unless you like mix it with some foundation or some concealer or something to make it so that it works better. But I think this is the only shade they make. Its whole purpose is to brighten and color correct the under eye, and the Becca one is the same way. So if you're looking for that, I know how much so many people love that product. For eyebrows, my very favorite brow pencil of all time, both purchased and PR, I've gotten this one. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil Waterproof Eyebrow Definer. It is extremely fine pointed. It is very easy to use to draw little hair-like strokes. It's very easy to blend in. When you spoolie it, it doesn't spoolie away. It lasts all day. They have a bazillion shades. It's a wonderful eyebrow pencil. If you were looking for a brow pencil, highly recommend that one. For face powder, another product that I absolutely love. This is the Beauty Bakery Face Flour Baking Powder. I know it says baking powder. We used to bake, or just ignore that. You can use it for that, but you don't have to. I've never baked successfully in my life. It looks stupid on me. Let me just be honest. I think maybe it's just my technique. I don't know, but baking is just not my thing. I just use it as a regular setting powder. I used it on my face today. It is just beautiful. Very finely milled. It's not powdery looking. It just blends with every foundation I've ever used it with, every concealer I've ever used it with. I've never had any problem with it caking or anything weird. It's just a wonderful, wonderful product. For lipstick, you cannot go wrong with MAC lipsticks, in my opinion. They are very famous for a reason. I'm personally partial to the ones that are not the matte lipsticks. The matte lipsticks are fine. Like, I like them, but I don't love them. I really like their cream formula. It's nice and comfortable. The colors are pretty. I mean, it's a MAC lipstick. If you were looking at trying a MAC lipstick, this is the time to do it. I also want honorable mention. Juvia's Place also makes some really nice lip products, so that might be something you want to look into as well, but I don't have as much experience with Juvia's Place lip products as I do with the MAC lip products. For highlighter, another Smashbox and Becca product. It is the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter. Oh, it is Champagne Pop that was supposed to be limited edition and still exists. What was that? Back in 2015 when all the things stemmed from this. This is the legendary highlighter that Jaclyn Hill created, is no longer affiliated with, but they also have other shades of the highlighter as well if you don't want Champagne Pop, but she's not affiliated with it anymore, but it's the one that she had created with Becca. If you're not into that though, there is another highlighter that I recommend. This one is a little bit lighter, a little bit more sheer, at least from my experience, the shade that I bought. This is the Fenty Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter. Still a very beautiful highlighter, but I feel like the Becca is a little bit more opaque, where you have to blend it out a little more, where I feel like the Fenty one, you kind of just have to go on in one swipe and it gives you that glossy glow. And then finally, another old favorite of mine, the bronzer and contour category, Lorac Pro Contour Palette with Contour Brush. Just because it's been around for a while does not mean that it is not still good. It is still good. I still have mine. It is very, very old. Should I get it? It is so old. Baby, look how dirty it is. It is so old. Oh my gosh. I would think that it would have more dents in it than this. Look, it looks like I hardly use it. I swear I've used this a lot, but I don't ever hit pan on anything. But this thing is so freaking old. It's kind of embarrassing that it's not used more, considering that I do really, really love this palette. It's got a pretty nice range of shades in here. Should work for most people. People on the very deep end, of course, it's not going to work but people on the very light end, this may be a little too deep, but I have a feeling it'll probably work pretty well, especially if you go in with a really light hand. Before we go, I do want to mention a couple things that I'm interested in that I haven't tried. And if you have tried them, let me know in the comment section down below and maybe I'll buy them and try them. So the Tarte Man Eater Blush and Glow Cheek Plump, I'm curious about that. I might actually buy the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector just because I've never tried it and I'm curious how it compares to the Catrice. Oh, I didn't mention mascara. How did I miss that? I did write it down. I just missed it. I meant to mention the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. That one's really, really good. That's a good mascara. I know a lot of people really love the Benefit Bag Gal Bang the best, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd pick the Lancome. That's just me personally because I really need a lot of length and volume and the Lancome gives me that. The REM Beauty Midnight Shadows Lustrous Liquid Eyeshadow. If I didn't have so many products like that, I might try that. Because one day I do want to try something from REM Beauty. I've never tried anything from them. I haven't heard good things though. I've heard great things about the brand Persona, so maybe the Dream Stick Cream Blush, that could be an option. Also the CosRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. The ingredients on that looked amazing. I'm not as scared of snail stuff as I used to be. I used to like freak out over it, like it's a snail, blah. I was like such a baby about it, but now I don't mind as much, so I might invest in that. I also noticed the Peach and Lily Wild Dew Treatment Essence looked pretty nice as well. I see Glam Glows on here on September 8th. I haven't tried anything from Glam Glow in forever. I did a review of their sparkly mask once. I got so much hate for using that sparkly mask. People were not happy with me. They sent it to me in PR. People were not happy with me for trying that. Spoiler, it was not a good product at all, skincare wise. It was just, Instagrammable. Crepe Erase makes really nice products. They have a lift and smooth neck firming treatment on September 8th as well. It brushes for Ulta are great. They have brush sets. The KVD Beauty liquid lipsticks, they're too dry for me. They're not as bad as they used to be, but they're still too dry. I'm not getting those. Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. That brings me back. I don't need any, but those are kind of cute if you're looking for like a chunkier glitter on your eye, like a more prominent glitter. They're cute. The Smashbox Halo products, I might try some of those. What do you think about that? I don't know what's going to be on sale from Urban Decay, but that's something I have my eye on. I did a sponsor video for Osea back a while ago, and I freaking love that moisturizer, so I'm actually looking at the Hyaluronic C Serum as a possibility. And it looks like that's pretty much it. I don't really need any new blushes. MAC blushes might be an option for some people, but not for me. And I'm definitely not getting any Morphe 35-pan palettes. Those are not for me. So at this point, my friend, it is your turn in the collective brain of makeup awesomeness where we help each other not to buy crap and to buy things that are totally worth it. This is where you help me not to buy crap. You help each other not to buy crap by participating in the comment section down below. Anything you have experience with, if you're looking for a particular product, something you can do is just open up all of the comments and hit the find on your computer. I know it's like Control F on my computer, and then type in what you're looking for and it'll automatically direct you to comments that use that word, and then that way you can find opinions on the product that you're looking for. Just a little trick for the comment section. And please leave those thoughts and let's all help each other not to buy crap. Also, I would love to know what you think of what I said in this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I only have one face. I have one opinion. Yours, you may be different than me, which is totally okay. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out so much. And if you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you right over here to watch, including one video that I picked out for you special right there that's a similar theme to this one, and then one that YouTube's picking out for you based on your viewing history. But if you do need to go, oh my gosh, I totally get it. You got stuff to do. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you. And I will see you in a video very soon. Bye!